Hey, seeing a lot of talk about people freaking out about when to trim, when to trim. I need to trim, I need to trim, I need to trim. Here's a mango that I loosely took care of. We waited until there was actually frost on the branches or on the leaves before we did anything. She's fine, obviously. Didn't lose any limb, just some flesh. But here's some nice new flushes coming out of these tips. I do have a little bit of material here. This is the dead stuff. Now normally, you'd already have cut this off right here. You'd already have cut this off because it's dead, right? But we've got a little growth right here, and it's right next to this. This right here is going to provide a little protection and even hold in a slight bit of heat in this small amount of canopy that it has, which will help to protect this. This is why we're not trimming until mid-March. It doesn't help me to trim. It can only hurt. See, I have this stuff and this stuff. All this stuff up top here is going to help insulate the new, just in case we get a frost. The stuff right up here on the very top, if we get a frost, it's gone. Absolutely gone. It's going to get shot. A good demonstration of what happens when you leave the stuff is this lychee. This is the second year. Right here, we've got gorgeous growth on this side, but if you come back over to this side, last year, or 2 years ago rather, I froze off this entire chunk, this piece, this whole corner of it, because it was opposite where the heat source was and I had nothing behind it. Anytime there's something in it, around it, or behind it, right there where you have a little heat source, they don't seem to care at all. This is orange sherbet. It's a little baby, just a young. This was a little 3-gallon fresh draft last year. But I had it stuffed inside of these Mexican sunflowers, which are booming back already. Absolutely no damage. So even in trimming your trees, you're removing some of that insulation. So all of these plants that are tucked in tight together are helping each other. These were all jack beans. This created this huge mass of cover here, and it created so much heat, which kept that long and super happy through those 2 cold snaps. You see, we have all kinds of fresh growth coming here on all the branches, and it was all a result of keeping all this biomass. It doesn't matter if it's dead, it doesn't matter what it is, just keep extra stuff around it. Use it in that same thought process of keep things protected until there's 0 chance of frost. This one too got a little tipped, but not dead at all. Fresh growth coming. We're going to be fine. So that's why we're not trimming. We're not trimming anything yet. We're going to leave it all alone. We're not out of the woods. There could be another frost. So especially bananas. Look at this disaster. We're not taking any of the brown off because all of that stuff is really going to help keep a little bit of warmth in here on these stalks. If I can keep these things warm, the ones that haven't fruited yet will fruit this season, and they'll fruit early. The big ones will fruit early, and I'll be able to eat those fruits. That's our progression in Central Florida dealing with bananas. We're gonna freeze our leaves off every year. See, that one already fruited and lost its fruit, so this is gonna come down after the danger of frost is gone. I'm not taking it down until the danger of frost is gone, because that's a big mass. There's a lot of leaves and it creates a lot of insulation. So it's going to protect the other stalks in that clump, and I get to eat some bananas this season off of this tree right here that's close to its 44 leaves, but it has not fruited yet. So again, don't cut anything. Leave it alone and you will do fine. This one here also, this is red banana fruit. We lost the fruit. That plant is standing. In fact, we're going to dig this one out and remove everything around, but we've left. We just leave it all. So our bananas look awful. That's fine. I'm fine with it. Look at this, just for fun. Brogdon avocado flowering up nicely. But again, over here, bananas, they look terrible. It's fine. They'll be right back as soon as it warms up. and then we'll cut away all that stuff. So no cutting, no cutting, no cutting. Right, Elmo? You tell him. No trimming your plants. You tell him, Cookie. Cookie the attack dog right here. What's up, babies? Say hi. Cookie's cute. All right, everybody, I'm gonna get to work. Don't trim your plants.